Hi guys, it's Jen here at Check Her Joy, and this time I'm reviewing the Eyeless by Lance Parkin. This is a new series adventure book. It's Doctor Who, and it follows the 10th Doctor at the end of his time when he's traveling without a companion, which makes this a really interesting book because almost all the Doctor Who books, the Doctor's traveling with a companion. Even when he's not, he kind of picks up a character who serves as a companion, whereas this book is definitely the Doctor on his own, and we get to see what that does to the Doctor and how much he relies on the companion and how he even talks to himself when there isn't one there. I really I love the Doctor by himself. It's this whole other side to him, and it's great to explore. So in this book, the Doctor appears on this planet outside the city of Acropolis, and it's kind of it's a different planet, but it's not impossible to believe that this is something that humans could evolve into. This could be a future human race. They are humanoid, and the technology isn't really that strange. It's kind of familiar in this is logically what would happen next. So Acropolis had this perfect city. They had it going great. They weren't really at war with anybody. They had all these robots to help them, and everything was good until this thing called the Fortress appears, and it's this pyramid-shaped weapon, and it just killed all life around it, especially animal life, just obliterated. All the humanoids, all the insects, all the animals. It shuts down the technology, so all the robots stop working. And so it's been 15 years after this attack by the fortress, and the Doctor doesn't expect there to be anybody alive. But he finds this band of aliens. I want to call them humans because they're humanoid, but they're not Earth humans. But he finds this group of natives that have survived and are starting to rebuild and really trying to learn how to function without technology. The kids in this society have never known technology, not working technology, not really. Whereas the adults are having to learn how to fend and farm because there's nothing to hunt, so it's all farming. They don't eat meat. I personally really loved exploring. I loved the implications of what this weapon did. Not only that it wiped out all life, but how that affects the people who survived. There's some plant life still, so that they have food to farm with and trying to relearn things, and build a society up from scratch. I loved those implications personally, and I also loved just the tiny things, how there are no bees anymore, so there are no flowering plants. The plants had to evolve to accommodate the fact that there are no insects left to pollinate anymore. So I personally love getting into all that and figuring out, seeing how that would happen and evolve. That is my own personal geekiness on this book. So I love just that evolution of the society and this planet. Also, since this fortress appeared, there have also been ghost sightings. So these kind of translucent humanoid projection things that are they really the souls of the dead, or what's going on with them? They I can't remember if the ghosts talk or not, but the ghosts will hunt down people, and if they touch the people, then they also disappear, and it's really strange trying to figure out the mystery of this ghost. There's also another alien race called the Eyeless, which are these glass creatures that have no defining features. They're just kind of humanoid in shape, kind of like a glass dummy. I think maybe that's what I was picturing. No eyes, no nose, no mouth. So trying to figure out what the ghosts are, what the Eyeless are. That's kind of the main conflict in here that I don't want to spoil, but it was really interesting to solve these mysteries. There is a point in this book where there's kind of this ultimate showdown between the bad guys and the good guys, and honestly, I found that less exciting than all the stuff that was happening early in the book with the world building. I don't know. I think it's also not necessarily the writing in here, but like my mood, to be fair. But like, I don't know. It just took me a lot longer to get through these last 50 pages than it did the 200 that came before it. Um, it's like we got to the end and the doctor's going to save the day, and I knew he was going to save the day and he wasn't going to die, and so like I guess there wasn't as much suspense for me at that point. Basically, my personal favorite part of this book was just the beginning part with like the evolution and also getting inside the doctor's head. There's a lot of the doctor thinking to himself, and like if there was somebody here, he would tell them yada yada yada. Like I loved the approach to how you deal with not having a companion there to explain everything to, and like the doctor tries to explain things to these natives, and they have no idea what he's talking about because he's talking about Earth things, and they don't know what that is. Um, so yeah, the Doctor's definitely used to exploring the universe with humans. So on the whole, I did enjoy this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's pretty awesome. You guys should check it out. Also, I promised to plug this author talk that is happening at the library that I work at. In full disclosure, I do work at this library. This is like our program. But the author, Lance Parkin, is coming to talk about a history of Doctor Who and the Whoniverse. And that is happening this coming Wednesday, October 5th, 2016 at 7 p.m. at the Coventry Library in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. I'll put the link to that event page down below if you guys want to check it out. I'm totally planning on being there, so if you also just want to come say hi to me, that's the thing. Probably too close to this date to really help you guys, but I'm throwing it out there. That is why I read this book, I'm not even gonna lie. Also, the fact that I owned it and I need to read my Doctor Who books. I need to stop just collecting Doctor Who books and also read them, so that's a thing. Peace out, I love you guys, and keep reading. Bye!